Holy cow. So first off, what a day today was. Unbelievable action on PAVS today. I'm going to break down my exact pullback strategy that I use on a daily basis. It's a simple supply and demand based pivot strategy. We're going to dive into a lot of good stuff. This massive trade today on PAVS. Look at this. From 60 cents all the way to over 75 cents a share. Could not have asked for a better day today. So let's break it all down one by one. PAVS, we had RB&E, we had ANNA, all from last night's watch list. So if you watch my watch list every night, you caught them. If you don't, make sure to tune in for those watch lists every night. I give you my top 3 stocks for free. Let's go ahead and break it all down, though. I want to start with what I was watching into the open today. I was watching PAVS. I was watching UGRO and ANNA. Now, URGO is the one that ran 300% yesterday, a crazy mover. That thing was nuts. And of course, was watching it for possible continuation today. I didn't end up playing it. Of course, it never broke out, so I played PAVS and ANNA instead. Now, the game plan, though, on PAVS, we'll break it all down, was to watch at 56 over VWAP for the range to 80 and $1. Now, with that being said, why over 56? What made that 56 the key level? Well, we had this downtrend going into the bell that I wanted to see a breakout of, right? So we have this lower high action going into the open. And of course, I want to see it break out and go curling up towards the 80 to $1 level that we had to the upside. And so that's exactly what I did. We have these lower highs, beautiful. So my first entry here this morning was also one of those pivot style entries. And so what I look for is, well, first we have to identify areas of buyers or sellers, what we call supply or demand. And so ultimately, that is how the market moves, right? The market moves based on, again, where liquidity sits in the market. And of course, we can identify not so much using support and resistance, which is a whole bunch of baloney. Don't trade based off support and resistance, trend lines. Come on now. We're not no trend line trader here. Doesn't work. So in any case, this goes popping at market open, right? PAVS pops at market open, tries to get going here out of the bell, instantly flips and puts in place this topping tail off the highs. What I know is this topping tail becomes an area of supply. This is an area of supply. And so what I can do here is I can draw this out, grab that wick, drag it on over, just like so. Wow. Now it's starting to come together. So I know I've got sellers here at the open. So I need to see price clear out those sellers because I know in my trades, the confluences that I've got to have, I've got to be trading above the EMAs and of course above VWAP. And of course, that's where we had confluence. And so we had to break over that seller, right? We had to break over the highs. And so the break of 60 cents was key. Break over 60, look for price to pull back and confirm, where this area of supply would then become an area of demand. Easy enough. Well, price breaks out in a strong way. Big candle close, biggest volume candle after market open. And of course, pulls back. I take my entry off the pullback for the breakout higher. Super happy with the entry. And I get a quick move here. Look at this. From 59 cents back to 62 cents. It sounds like a small move, but you also have to factor in the amount of risk that I had. I was in here at 59.80, risking like 58. So again, I had like 2 cents of risk, so it works out. So I get a majority sold on this move up into the highs here, and I try to add back on the pullback to see if we couldn't get curling back higher. Now, of course, we don't curl higher. I end up selling the rest beneath my entry, but overall, I was green on this, right? So I didn't get the move I was wanting yet, but I did next. Now check this out. Let's get that drawing back here. So later in the morning, we're watching the same thing. Now, of course, it sells off here, fails to follow through, flushes. This, of course, once it breaks back beneath this, then becomes an area of supply again, right? So this becomes an area of supply again until price able to confirm back above. So price then confirms back above, right? It breaks back above on volume. Again, biggest volume candles of the morning. Pulls back on lower volume. I want you to look at this. This is very key, right? Confirms back above on high volume, pulls back to retest off those EMAs on lower volume. That's where I'm watching for my entry, again, because this has now become an area of demand once again. I nailed the entry, risking off of the bottom of this zone, really off the 50 EMA here, this red line. I always make my EMA 50 red because it's like a warning sign for me. So pulls back, of course, we see that decreasing volume back over the 50. Nail my entry there. You can see I even got a nice add there as well after price confirm because I started here with small size. I wanted to see price confirm. Again, started here with a half size, added a half down here off the 50 EMA. Again, things get curling here, able to take my adds back out here. And then, of course, let my initial position ride on this big pop. This thing literally gets teleported. Because see, what I do here is I make the trade risk-free. I added here. I took those adds back out here to make it risk-free. Got my stops raised to make sure this continued higher. This teleports from like 61 straight to almost 70 cents. I'm not kidding. It literally teleported, flashed up into the highs there. And so at that point, of course, I'm raising my stops to that previous high of day and just trailing the 1 minute candle lows until eventually, as you can see, was able to play these pullbacks a little bit through here as well at the 90 MA. But besides the point, was able to make a little bit more money off those pullbacks. But this is the gist of it here on PAVS. This is the big play here from 60 to 75. Super nice play. Same story at A and an A. And A, this also was on my list for last night. If you watched my game plan, I'll actually show you the watch list here. Check this out. The game plan from the watch list, as you can see here, is to watch for a simple pivot, right? So same story here goes. We had this area of demand formed from, again, 2 days back, right? Where it puts in place this range, pulls back, finds a big buyer off the pullbacks, right? Then, of course, we see a flip here. Now, this was an area of demand. Of course, as price breaks beneath, becomes an area of supply, right? Same story here goes. Oh, that is a D, not an S. So it becomes supply. So I want to see it break back above. We'd also have that confluence of the break of this channel as well, with room back to this past area of supply up off the highs. So I actually played it a little bit differently here because it gapped up so early. This move happened perfectly. I played it up here, though, off the pivot off this high. So worked out well, but check this out. So we had the break out of the open. And check this out. So first candle pops to the highs. So same exact thing happens. We open up here in A and an A. Big topping tail off the high. What does that mean? Well, supply. So guess what? Drag that wick on over, and guess what? You find the perfect entry opportunity. Look at this. So it breaks out higher, again, confirms over that past seller, pulls back, perfect confluence off the 90 MA. Whenever I saw this, I just knew I had to play it. Pull back off the 90 MA, wick off the 9, nailed my entry, stop loss goes here off the 90 MA. You want to see the 9 hold? For the break up higher, we had room to $10, right? From the pre-market and the nightly watch list, we had room to 10. So entry there off the pullback, 777 entry, risking off the 9 at about 760, 15 cents of risk. This thing gets continuing up higher, blasting. You can see again, was able to make it risk-free on the pop here to about $8. Well, more than risk-free. That was already guaranteed profit. Got my stop loss raised here to the breakout candle low. Added back on the 90 pullback. Same story here. We have a little pivot off this high. Look at this. Grab that wick. Added back off pullback, risking off the 9. And got a break back up into the new highs where I took a full exit as price broke back beneath. Again, that was my full take profit. So overall, happy with that. Really nice. Tried to play it here, was overall break even on this entry here. Of course, this here was the majority of the move. This surprisingly was one of my largest plays of the morning just because of the size of the move in comparison to the risk. PAVS was also nice. But RB&E, we'll talk about this for a second here as well. RB&E was a quick opening trade. I didn't like the breakout later in the morning. I don't really love how this traded today. I don't really love how I traded it either. I am green on it. It pulled back this morning off the VWAP out of the open. I was watching for a quick flush. We had news this morning, buyback news, and anywho, I was trying to take a flush here for the reversal back up through the highs. Now, it worked. It was a very short-lived move, though. I had it here from 151 out of the open. I got it popped to 158, or I think it was like 158. Got a majority sold, and of course sold the rest of my entry as it began to flip. And then I tried to play it over VWAP for the extension up higher, and of course didn't get any continuation there. So these are my only loss of the morning. I have 2 little losses here. Of course, win here at the bell, and I went off the pullback here, where it pulls back off the 90 MA. Pulls back off the 9. I don't really love this. I took a quarter size on it for 1 because of how it traded the morning. But for 2, this big rejection off the high whenever it tried to break. Now, if it was just a nice controlled pullback, that's one thing. But the fact that we had sellers pile in here on that break, I didn't love it a whole lot, personally. So I took it with a quarter size. It was a good trade, but not an A+ setup. So I couldn't trade with too much size. Took it small. And, of course, began to hesitate. And I just took a full exit and missed out on this part of the move. But that's fine. I just don't have... You can't force conviction is what it comes down to. But that is my pullback trading strategy that I utilized every single day. PAVS was absolutely amazing today. Super happy with this. The market is thankfully heating up. UGRO ran 300% yesterday. PAVS ran well over 100% today. 150, 100, was it 200%? I don't know. It ran a lot, nonetheless. So the watch list crushed it. Good day today after a slower day yesterday. Hopefully this continues into the rest of the week. As always, if you did learn a thing or two, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And make sure to claim your 7-day free trial in the description down below to trade alongside me in real time every single morning to catch trades just like this. And that being said, I'll catch you back tomorrow, either in the recap or in the morning's live stream. Let's make it happen. I'll see y'all there.